Hey family, welcome back to L&L Honeycomb Homestead. Now I have shifted gears on y'all. While y'all wheels are running for trying to get your garden started, I want to show you some things. I got them on my page as well on how to make different seasonings and things like that. And I'm going to be showing y'all a plethora of things of how you can make your seasonings, different seasonings how to make different soup starters and things like that. So we're going to do a run of those. We're also going to make, I'm going to show you that some vegetables that you do have out here, it has a lot of benefits and you can have them as teas as well to put in your apothecary. And one of those things is what we found the other day, and that was that volunteer. Last year I had some carrots and I saved those carrot tops and let them dry out. I just hadn't had time to put them in a jar. And then I found some just here recently, some more carrots, and I was so happy to see those carrots. But I also took those leaves and dried them, and I got them over here as well. So I'm going to take you down below so you can see how these leaves look, and you can also and tell you all the benefits on what you can do with these carrot tops. People throw them away and they don't know how essential they are for you. Okay, so if you have some carrots and you're growing some, keep keep those tops because they have a lot of benefits. And I'm going to tell you more about it as we're putting this together in a jar. Okay, so stay tuned. Okay, so family, here below you'll see all the carrot tops that I had saved and dried, and here's some that I had from the other day that I've got right here. Okay, now you want to keep these carrot tops, and the reason why you want to keep these carrot tops is because they're a good source. They got a good source of vitamins A, C, and potassium, and they boost your immune system as well. They also have magnesium and iron in it too. They promote a regular bowel movement, and they improve indigestion. It has potassium that improves to regulate your blood pressure, and it reduces the risk of heart diseases too. It's in the same family as parsley, and they taste like parsley. Similar flavors. You can use them in teas. Yes, you can make it as a tea. You'll take it and you'll boil the leaves and everything like that. You let it sit until the water is completely cool, and then you will sift it out as far as keeping the leaves and the tea separate. So you'll sift it. You'll just strain it out, and that way you can collect all this particle here. And then what's left over, you can put it in your compost. Okay. Also, you can use it in soup, salads, and you can make a pesto out of this as well. You can put it in your smoothies. You can marinate it. You can put it in your marinades and your sauces. And also it has a lot of beta-carotene in it that protects the cells for cell damage, right? And it reduces, a lot of your cancer cells too. If you have any that's going to be building up in your body, it reduces all that. So it has a lot of benefits, So keep your carrot tops. So what I'm going to do here is put some in a jar. So you want to make sure that you have a nice clean jar. And I'm going to bring you up close so that way you can see, what I'm going to do as far as putting it in here and what all the things you need to do to put them in your jar. Okay? So stay tuned. Okay, family, so you see I have a jar here, and it's a nice clean jar. You want it to be good and sterilized. I have an old pickle jar. Someone gave me a bunch of pickle jars. A bunch of pickle jars. So those jars are coming in handy on different projects that I'm doing. So this right here, I will be putting this in my apothecary, and so that way I can have it with some teas, you know what I'm saying? So you're going to take these and make sure your hands are clean. Make sure that you don't rinse and washed off your leaves really good before you dehydrate them by rinsing them off, making sure all the bugs and everything are gone off your leaves. Or if you do not have a dehydrator, you'll rinse them off, put them in a salad spinner, kind of knock out some of that excess water, and then just hang them up and then let them dry that way if you do not have a dehydrator. Okay, so that's what I'm doing right now at this time. I'm just taking up these leaves and everything. And if they're big bunches of leaves, you can just take your knife and you can just kind of cut them up a little bit. And if you want them into a powder, you can also make it into a powder, and that'll be just fine too. Now I like having it sort of like this, so that way I can put some in some tea bags, and that way I can write a label on that, on with my teas, saying I got some carrot top leaves. So, but right now I'm just going to just stick them all inside this jar, and that way I can just do that when I have time to do that. So I just take all the leaves that I had dehydrated and just stick them in a jar like so. And that's what I'm doing right now. And that'll save you having to go on Amazon. That'll have you from going to any kind of organic store and buying this, because they sell those in there too. And that stuff run pretty highly expensive, okay? But you can have your own. You can make up your own and save money. I'm all about trying to save money and help people to save money. And if there's any way you can do it, by all means, do it. You might have some, sometimes it's extensive labor in doing what you're doing. But at the end of the day, you did it yourself, and it's in here with your family. You can have some for your friends and everything like that. I had another project. It's got this little common purple flower in here. Get that out there. And yeah, it pays off. It really does. It pays off to do this yourself. It really does. So after I got them in this jar, I have a little machine that can seal the top. Now I can take this, where is it at? Let me get it. I usually take a ball jar just like this. That's not gonna fit. Hold on. I have this, I can use this, but I was gonna show you something else. Where is it at? Like my bananas. I dehydrated some bananas, as you can see here, and I put a top on here, and this top is sealed. The bananas were dried. I make sure they were dried, and then I turned around and put a lid on here, and I got a suction, air suctioner. Now we eat this all the time. Now I put that lid on there so that way it can stay fresh. I don't have to go to the store and give me some dehydrated bananas. You can do it yourself. And that's what I was going to show you with this. So I probably end up putting it in a different jar. And then again, I might just leave it as is. But I have this lid right here. And I'll just put that in there and it's airtight. Okay? Until I get to it. And then the next thing you want to do is have you a card and you want to tape it on there. Or you can get you a label and put, your little string on there and have it hanging off. It's however you do it. And then on the back, I have everything I need to know all about the carrot tops. So that way, while it's on here, somebody can just, when they grab it, they'll see stuff from the back side of it too. Right? So, you'll take you some tape and you'll put it on there so that way you'll know what it is. Okay? So this is the carrot tops. And you can do this as well. You can do that with anything. And if you want to know about stuff, make sure you just Google it. And they'll tell you all the things that is beneficial for you. Okay? You can have it in your apothecary. You can put it up on your shelf for your, dishes and stuff like that. If you're cooking something and you want to put that in there in one of your dishes, if you want to make a pesto, like I said, you can make a pesto out of it and have you some nice good seasoning in it. Okay? So that's this. That's the carrot tops. Very happy. And then I'll have some more as I'm growing some more carrots. Your own very own carrot tops. Right there. Okay, family. So if you enjoyed that, If you really enjoyed that, I got a lot more coming right behind it. Okay, so I'm gonna do a good run on some things. So y'all get your paper and get your pen ready. Get things like that ready. And I also will have different stuff in the description box. So that way, if you did not hear me or if you did not get the recipe down on whatever I'm doing as I'm building up recipes for you, I will have those recipes in the description box. So that way all you have to do is go in there and you can jot this stuff down, and that way you'll have stuff to put up on your shelf because you're saving money. It's all about saving that money, and we're going to open our mind and broaden our minds, and your mind and your ideas and things are going to start turning, y'all. It's going to start turning. Believe me, it's going to start turning. Okay, and I'm going to be going along with my good friend, and her name is Renee, and she's from Renee's Garden Adventures. I'll have it right here so that way you can see it. Go check her out because right now she's doing a run on doing different little different little mixes and things like that. And so she's got a train going. So I told her I would join in on that train. So y'all go ahead and check down below. See it right here? Y'all know you see it. Make sure you go over there to her channel. She's got a lot of good things over there on that channel as well. Check her out as well. She's got a lot of stuff going on with her garden. She can tell you all the things about her garden, what she's growing, and everything like that. So go ahead and check her out. Her name is Renee from Renee's Garden Adventures. Check her out. She's got a lot of good things over there on that channel. A lot of good things. We have collaborated on a whole lot of things, and she has taught me some things as well, and I've taught her some things too. So yeah, we had a seasoning train, and that's still going on too. So we're just back and forth and trying to help people not have to go to this grocery store. That's our motto. We are not going to that grocery store. If you can do it yourself, by all means, do it yourself. Because guess what? You can't be dependent on nobody. Go over there to Set Apart Gardens. I have it right here. Go over there to Set Apart Gardens as well. And the phrase for that family is, if they have the power to feed you, they have the power to take it away from you. And so guess what? We have the power to not depend on them. Okay? We have the power to do it ourselves. Okay? So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel on all our channels, okay? Including mine. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. I have no problems answering any of your questions. Any question. Put it down there. And I'm going to respond. I will respond to you. I'm trying to get all y'all's answers to you, okay? And if I don't have an answer for you, guess what? I am going to research it. I am going to look. I'm going to do all I can to answer your question. Every question, okay? And y'all, have yourself a wonderful and blessed day. Bye-bye.